Let's say your mead has absolutely no faults or off characteristics. It's a perfect bottle. Yet for some reason, your first sip always tastes too sweet, unpleasantly sharp, or has a weird alcoholic burn. The problem isn't the mead at all. You're likely just drinking it at the wrong temperature. I'm going to show you a simple two-step technique to find the sweet spot for any bottle. First, you have to understand how the same mead could taste like two completely different drinks depending on how cold it is. Think of temperature as a volume knob for your flavor. When you turn it down with cold, the entire drink becomes tighter, crisper, and less sweet. When you turn the temperature up, you're turning up the volume on the aroma and the body, right up until the point where alcohol starts shouting over everything else. For most still meads, the safe zone is between 50 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. You don't need a thermometer to hit this perfectly. If the bottle has been sitting in your fridge, just pour a small splash and let the glass sit out for a few minutes. That gentle warming is on purpose, because those honey characteristics and hidden aromas need a little bit of heat to finally open up and reach your nose. However, the rules change completely the second you deal with sparkling mead. If you want a clean pour instead of a foamy volcano, you have to go much colder, around 45 degrees. Keeping it cold keeps those bubbles calm and the pour under control. If it's a bright, fruity, and easy drinking sparkler, serving it that cold is perfect. But if it's a more complex bottle with notes of oak, spice, or lots of honey character, you should still start cold for the pour. Then let the glass warm up slightly so deeper aroma actually shows up. If you take a sip right now and something feels off, use this quick rescue test to save the glass. If the mead tastes flat or you can't really smell anything, it's probably too cold. Just wait 5 minutes or give the glass a swirl and try again. On the other hand, if it tastes hot and overly alcoholic, it's slightly too warm. Chill the bottle for about 15 or 20 minutes. Try pouring a smaller amount so the heat from your hand doesn't ruin the balance while you're holding the glass. To find the perfect temp every single time, use a method that never fails called the two-sip test. Pour 2 tiny samples into 2 different glasses. Sip the first one immediately at its current temperature. For the second glass, the only thing you're going to change is the temperature. If your mead started cold, let that second sip sit out for 5 minutes to warm up. If it started warm, chill the bottle briefly and pour a fresh sample for that second glass. Then taste them back to back. The sip that feels more balanced and smooth tells you exactly how to serve the rest of that bottle, whether it needs to be cooler, warmer, or keep it right where it is. If you want more mead fixes that save your bottles and make every pour taste better, hit subscribe and try that two-sip test on your next bottle. Happy mead making.